Hi there, welcome back. We are going to keep plowing through learning some new Solfa syllables. And today we're going to get started by just singing through a Mother Goose canon that you may already know or you may not. We're only going to learn the first phrase. I'm going to sing it, and I want you to see if you can figure out how you would sing it in Solfa. It starts on la. Sounds like this. Arithmetic I studied so it taught me how to trade. Can you help us out, Georgia?
La la ti do mi re do ti la ti so.
And now you probably aren't going to fall for the joke if you've already watched the last video, but obviously that last pitch wasn't quite right. And the reason is because, as before we learned te last time, now we're going to learn another chromatic solfa pitch, meaning a solfa pitch which falls in between two notes of the scale. We'll tell you its name in just a second, but first I'm just going to kind of lay the groundwork here. When we're in a major key, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, we have talked about the fact that there are two half steps. There's a half step in between mi and fa, and we talked about how that gives it a whole lot of gravity, a really strong desire to resolve, and an even stronger gravity to resolve, a stronger feeling of the urgency for it to resolve, come between the notes ti and do. That note ti is sometimes referred to as the leading tone because it leads to do. We even get this kind of upward pointing sign that makes it feel like it really wants to go ti do. In a minor key, though, when we're in a minor key, as you recall from a few videos ago, that's when we treat the note la as our tonic, as in la is the home pitch. Now the note below la is so, and so is a whole step below la. So that so la is not particularly strong. The voice leading doesn't really want to lead you to la. So in order to create a really strong upward pull to resolve us from so to la, so gets manipulated and it becomes a leading tone. What is its name, Georgia? And how might we sign it?
The name of this note, and this is the one I sang wrong in my canon earlier, is C. We sign it like this. We spell it S-I-C. It is just a little tiny bit higher than so, as he was talking about. We've moved so up a little, and it's now a C if we sing the sharp note right above so. So since we're talking about it right now, why don't we just learn to write it? If we were, say, in the key of A minor, A is la, remember this is A, in treble clef, this note would be so. So that's la so, but if we want that so just a little higher, remember how we used a flat to make te a little bit lower? T, te. We use a sharp to make so a little bit higher into the new note, C. So that sharp sign looks like a little tic-tac-toe. I've drawn neater ones in my life, but that's okay. The main thing is make sure that sometimes for my little students, I'll call that the window, and I say, peek through the window, what do you see? One little line looking at me. Make sure that through the window you see whatever this note is sitting on. So my sharp can't go anywhere. It has to go right there to tell me that now this is a G sharp, which could lead strongly up to that A. So that C sign like this, we tip our hand up, spread the fingers apart a little bit, and that leads very strongly to la. Now I'm going to sing some call and response with this new note C in it. You sing it back and Mr. Roberts will sing these with you. I'll sing the note and show you the sign. Here we go. La, si, la, mi.
La, si, la, mi.
La, ti, do, si, la.
La, ti, do, si, la.
Do you feel that strong pull from si to la? It's a little stronger than so, la. Here's our next one. Fa, mi, si, la, ti.
Fa, mi, si, la, ti.
Do, ti, la, si, la.
Do, ti, la, si, la.
We'll do a couple more here. Si, ti, la, mi.
Si, ti, la, mi.
La, so, fa, mi, la, si, la.
La, so, fa, mi, la, si, la. All right, so that one had so on the way down and si on the way up. By the way, that's actually a pretty common thing you'll see. In a lot of folk music, you'll find we've been singing Scarborough Fair is a good example of a folk song we've been singing around here lately. And you'll find that the leading tone isn't treated this way in most folk music. But in a lot of classical music, and certainly a lot of hymns, you'll find this to be a common use of this pitch. Often, if the melody is going down from la, so, fa, mi, it won't be raised to become si. But if the melody is going up from below, si, la, it will be treated that way. So yeah, we'll do a couple more now. I'm going to give you just the sign. I'm not going to sing a pitch. I will give you the first pitch, and then you're going to follow my signs and try to sing back what I'm signing. After a second or two, give you a chance to try it. Georgia will come in and she will sing it as well, and you can check your work and see how you did. So we'll just start here again.
La, mi, si, la.
Okay, starting in the same place.
La, do, mi, si.
All right, starting in the same place again.
La, ti, si, la.
All right, let's start somewhere else. How about here?
Mi, do, la, si.
It almost feels like it really wants to resolve up, doesn't it? Feels very unresolved.
Yeah. We're going to wrap up this video now by finishing some writing examples here. So I will erase that. My color will be red today. I'm going to write a short phrase of notes here, and then you try your hand at singing it or writing out the solfa names for each note, and then Mr. Roberts will fill in the blanks and do all that after you. So here's the first one. We'll keep that A as la. So this is la on this space, but my pattern is going to start just a little below that.
So Georgia has mentioned in the past, while she's writing, I kind of can be trying to hear each pitch she writes as she's writing it, using my inner hearing, trying to audiate what she's writing. And if you followed, you would find make sure those are marked low. Then you'd be singing this fa, mi, si, la. I'm just keeping it in the key that we've been singing in because I think it'll help you to keep those relationships.
Who knows? I didn't put a treble clef on there. We don't really know what key we're in here. And just to clear this up, these little comma diacritic fancy name for them. But those marks that we use to show if it's a high La or a low Fa, Mi, Si, whatever, we use those in the key in La minor keys when they're below the La. So in Do keys, we might have something like a high Do, then a T that's not marked in high Do or something. But when we're in this key with our La, anything below the La, since La is now our home note, would be marked with this little low sign. And then we have a whole octave until we get to high La. So that's how it works in La minor with these little marks. Let's do another one of these. Here I go.
Creaking with this pen cap every single time I put it back on and take it off. I'm gonna try to remember to just stick it there. All right, take more time if you need it. That was supposed to be an S.
Is it missing something? There we go. Great.
Unteachable. All right, let's try singing that. We're going to start way down here. Mi, la, do, si, la.
All right.
Again, take as much time as you'd like to. Pause the video. I'm just going to proceed. Kind of looks like a D.
This one starts on C.
All right, here we go. Si, ti, la, mi, do.
Let's do one more of these. I'll write it out.
Looking a little tricky here. I noticed that there does not have a sharp. Did you notice that? Let's try and sing it. Starting here. La, so, fa, mi, si, la. Very good. So one of the things you can do a lot with these is just try to sing, even on your own, just kind of try to sing la, so, la, and la, si, la, until you can hear the difference between those two pitches, those two intervals very well. Keep practicing signing it until your hands are a little bit less awkward. That trips me up pretty frequently. So yeah, thanks for joining us. We will, of course, make a supplement practice video for this and be a lot more thorough in the future. But for now, I hope you enjoyed learning C, and I hope you'll join us again for another in the future.